Previously on Balance of Power.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and I thought this topic was interesting, and I've actually never discussed it before, which is why intelligent men might struggle with dating. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with any of the points that I discuss in this video.
So this is part 2 of the response to Courtney Ryan and the struggles that intelligent men have when we date. So if you haven't watched part 1, go ahead and watch it. But for right now, let's get back into these points she's making because this is interesting.
The next reason why intelligent men might struggle with dating is because of hyper-independence. Now, being independent can be a wonderful thing, but hyper-independence can actually impact someone's dating life in a negative way. It can sometimes lead to a sense of emotional distance in relationships or an inability or hesitancy to open up due to your hyper-independent nature and reluctance to seek support from other people. Hyper-independent people might find it challenging to be vulnerable or to express their needs within a relationship, which can potentially create barriers to intimacy and connection.
So with this, I'm not saying that she's completely wrong. It's just, again, more about molding it a little bit. She's on the right track. So I wouldn't say hyper-independence. I would really say it's more of, as men, we're not taught the same thing that women are. Women, especially if you're Gen X, like half of Gen X and younger, are all kind of taught this. You don't need men. You don't need anyone else. You do it all yourself. You're an independent woman. Like, what is the point of men being in the picture? Like, that's not what we are taught. We already know the importance of women and why we need them and we want them in our lives. You don't really have to tell a man that women are necessary. There's a whole video out right now where this guy asks 50 women, do you need men? And she's like, now. Every single one was like, no. But he asked 50 dudes, do you need women? And they're like, well, yeah, women are beautiful. Women are amazing. We don't have to be taught that we need the other person. But what really happens is more of an hyperactive thing for all men. All of us know that women are important, but we also grow up knowing a vast majority of the things that happen in life are our responsibility. Meaning that if there's a list of things that go wrong in a relationship, if there's 10 things, 7 of those 10, society, your mama, your sister, your brother, everybody's going to look at the man in the relationship and say, why isn't he fixing it? And so we know if you and your lady are homeless, they're not looking at the girl to fix that. They're looking at the guy. If you and your lady live in a specific area that's not the greatest, they're not looking at the woman to fix that. They're looking at the guy. There's a smaller list of things where everyone would look at the woman to fix the situation. For the most part, it's going to be on us. So it's not necessarily hyper independence for zero reason. The more intelligent you are as a man, you're going to start to, you recognize this already, but you're going to focus on the things that get you victory, get you a win, get you those results that we talked about at the end of the last video, at the end of part 1, because you know it's your responsibility. So it's not even like a highly intelligent man thing, because all men know it's our responsibility to do these things. It's just that men who are intelligent just go deeper in. We just hit it harder. That's pretty much it. We just know these are the things that are necessary in order to survive as a people, to survive as humans, / these are the things that are expected of me. So it's not necessarily, like I said, just an intelligent man thing. It's just we hit it a little harder. And that goes for the other things she talked about as well. All men, and I'm speaking for every single man. And when I say all, ladies, if this is new to you, all for men is like 90+%. There will be a roughly 10% weird thing we have to account. There's some anomalies, some wackos out there. But 9, it's basically enough. It's basically all of us, all right? All of us know we can't just be vulnerable and open up and just let anybody else in. It's a thing, not only does it have to be earned for you as a man, you aren't respected for it, you're not praised for it, it's something you're made fun of by the very people who tell you to open up. So men are not as vulnerable when they hear the women who tell them to be vulnerable making fun of other men who are vulnerable. So intelligent men, just again, they hit it harder. These are classic man things that you just will have happen more because we as men need to trust you as a woman. We need to trust your ability to keep secrets. We need to trust your ability to handle situations. We need to trust your ability to handle us and our emotions. We are not, and this is again, all men, speaking for all men, yes, I'm saying all of us as men, we are not as emotionally strong as you women. Doesn't mean we're less emotionally intelligent. It just means we're less emotionally strong. You, as a woman, can take an emotional hit a lot easier than we can. We can take physical hits easier than you. Physically, we're more durable. Emotionally, you're more durable. So we are not as open with just information and our heart, our emotions, and vulnerability. We need to trust you. It's going to be harder for you to earn the trust of an intelligent man. So, gentlemen, your fix for this, there isn't really a fix for this. You're just going to have to make sure that whoever the woman is, that you're not going too far into making sure she's trustworthy. So, gentlemen, yes, have your standards, have your list of things that you want to see before you start to open up, but try to be braver. Some of this stuff just requires you to do the Nike thing and just do it. Just try it. You can be more discerning about who she is and all of that. We get it. Hell, I'll teach you to do it in certain videos on this channel. But the point is, just don't go too far down the road of mistrust. And just because society has told us and taught us and made us think and feel that we have to be responsible for everything on our own, you gotta find the one that's going to be there for you, with you. It's gonna be hard to open up and to feel that we can share the burden with others. And yes, because you're more intelligent, you're gonna be thinking, well, can she really handle it? Again, you're doing the whole judging thing and analyzing and looking at every tiny little thing on what are her capabilities. And in our defense, ladies, it's something that all men think about. Again, this is not just an intelligent man thing. No man wants a stupid woman. Nobody. None of us do. Whether he's dumb as rocks, average intelligence, or he's a straight up genius, all of us we don't want a dumb woman. You don't have to be a genius, but you cannot be dumb as a woman. We love women with brains. It's amazing. We just don't want you to be too arrogant on your end. But the fact is, gentlemen, find that one. You have to put yourself out there and be willing to take the hit emotionally to have someone share the burden with you. Because that's the whole point of having another person. Use your intelligence to realize, why would you have another person around if they're not going to share in this load? Otherwise, you've just incorporated another responsibility and not an asset.
Next thing that intelligent men might struggle with are social skills. Now, intelligence can be an incredibly attractive trait in a man to many women. However, sometimes men who are very highly intelligent don't necessarily excel in the social skills department.
So yes, she's accurate with this one. The amount of times that men, whether I'm counseling them, their friends, or just random cats I meet out in the wild, where they're surprised at my level of intelligence because I don't have this other portion of being socially inept. Now, I will have to say that, again, she kind of touched on it in other areas of the video. I've kind of touched on it in other areas of the video, that there's a difference between being socially inept because you don't have a desire to get better at it versus you have an inability to do it at all. And oftentimes it breaks with the level of intelligence. Highly intellectual men weirdly have an ability to be social if they want to. It's guys that they're intelligent, but they haven't crossed over into highly intelligent yet. They're not over here, they're here. They're really good, they know a lot of information. It's kind of like smart guys versus intelligent guys. And I'm gonna talk about that in the end of the video, what the difference is between those two. But usually smart guys have this issue, but intelligent men, it's happening because you don't, as an intelligent man, feel the purpose or the reason for social interaction. You will think to yourself, again, all of these judgy type things of, why am I having this conversation with this person? Why are you talking to me about things that are frivolous or something that has nothing to do with anything that is going to make me money or anything that's going to make my life better, faster, stronger? This conversation is not making me smarter. Why am I burning time on you talking about this? And it can be a problem if you're trying to connect with someone and create an emotional thing when all you're thinking is analyzing about the usefulness of the conversation you're having with this person. And I will repeat the same thing I said before, gentlemen. You are a mother student. Think about that. Stop trying to have everything be all about better, faster, stronger, and just learn. Learn about her. Learn about who she is as a person. That's just going to be a thing that fixes a lot of this. But yes, there is that thing where smart guys will have an inability. And if you're here where you're intelligent, not like highly intelligent, really when I say intelligent, I'm saying smart. And I'm going to break that down for you just so you understand my difference in how highly intelligent dudes think about that. I'm just using the word intelligent because other people use it. She's using it. It's the word that you all know. But the point is, basically, you need to get out in the street more. You need to get out on this battlefield of relationships and dating. You need to talk to more women. You will never get better at it unless you study and practice the same way you do everything else in your life. If you just think that there's no purpose to it, you're going to get left behind. And yes, there is a purpose beyond procreation. We've talked about it in many different videos on this channel, so watch a few. But the point is, you will in your brain think, what is the purpose? Why am I doing that? Why am I killing, burning, wasting time? It is not a waste of time. Study this. Otherwise, your smart ass gonna be left in somebody's basement playing video games for the rest of your life with all them brains and nothing else. That was cold-blooded. Sometimes I'm cold. Matter of fact, let's just make that a complete other video. If you all want to know the difference between smart and intelligent, let me know in the comments. We'll just create another video for that, all right? Otherwise, we can make it in an exclusive Patreon, exclusive, something like that. But in the meantime, we're not going to do the entire video of Courtney Ryan. She made a lot of great points. Like I said before, we like her on this channel, so go ahead and watch her channel, watch this video, watch her, show her some love, let her know that you came from Balanced Power, okay? Because she's talking about a subject that I'm surprised I haven't talked about, but again, she kind of said it in the previous video. It's not even something we even think about to say. We don't even think that it's something that needs to be talked about. But it is something. Because who you are can make it easier or worse for the dating. And we know that. So that's the end of today's lesson. So if you found value in this video, and I know you did, click on the subscribe button. We are still on our road to 10K. And if you're really, really good, slide this video to somebody who might need it. I know you love these lessons, so come on back and click on another video. But until next time, no, do Duce, Duce.